Deputy Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Elikem Kotoko, has urged the government to explore alternative transport systems as a way of easing the current urban transport crisis. According to him, over-reliance on road transport is no longer sustainable and must be addressed through the introduction of modern and efficient transport systems. Speaking on Breakfast Daily on ChannelOne TV, Elikem Kotoko argued that despite recent reductions in fuel prices, commercial transport operators continue to maintain high fares, thereby limiting the relief expected by commuters. He said this situation makes it necessary for the government to consider more efficient and sustainable transport alternatives.
There's a need for us to look at alternative transport systems because we cannot continually be relying on only the main road transport. And it also again challenges us, and I believe government will be looking at that, to look into introducing more of effective and efficient transport systems, such as the electric vehicles, in order to make sure that consumption is reduced or is very efficient. The environment is considered, climate action, sustainable development or sustainable living is also improved, amongst other things. So when we do this, that is why the Ghanaian was concerned when we heard of the Sky Train. Brilliant idea, but it ended up that it was just another avenue for corruption. And you see, all these becomes engulfed in corruption, and that becomes an albatross on the neck of not only the corrupt, but the very vulnerable people who are supposed to be benefiting from this.
Also speaking on the Breakfast Daily show, former Assistant Secretary at the office of the former President Gov't, that is Ibrahim Meje, called for decisive investment in a light rail system to tackle Ghana's worsening urban transport crisis, warning that short-term fixes will not resolve chronic congestion in Accra. Ibrahim Meje argued that traffic congestion is draining national productivity as workers lose hours daily stuck on congested roads.
How in Lagos and Kenya, you have the railway complementing the bus service, okay, so that it actually feeds it. Thankfully, we've had the Macpakadan Railway under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo now in service. How to make sure that we can create that synergy, whereby that those train stations, those terminals, you can actually find bus terminals helping to be like an off-taker of passengers. And to an extent, that is actually working. You need to roll that out to say, let us indeed invest in a light rail system for the urban areas that are so congested. Can you imagine the amount of productivity we lose just by being stuck in traffic? Whereby you need to go home and to go to work, you've got to get up maybe 3 or 4 hours ahead of schedule to get there. And then the cost just to the vehicles, because when you're stuck in traffic, there's no productivity, but you're burning fuel while you're stuck in traffic.